Welcome back to part 14 of Rise of the Von Habsburgs. I am Dreekai for Dreekai Gaming. Last episode, our character Count Otto of Basel died in battle because I went to fight a battle after we'd already won the war. And unfortunately, we are now a 3-year-old Count Frederica of Basel. Our heir is our brother, and unfortunately our brother was born after our father died, and for some stupid reason, he got our mother's dynasty instead of our father's. So, if we die, that's game over. And the rise of the Von Habsburgs would not have happened, unfortunately. We're just gonna hope he dies. We're gonna hope that we make it to adulthood. We did increase our domain, taking over the county of Neuchâtel from our uncle. We own everything in our de jure duchy except for Vaud, which is our lieges. We'll see how this goes. We're gonna keep it at speed 5 just because we want to get to adulthood as fast as possible. The King of France has declared the Second French Holy Roman Excommunication War on Kaiser Baldric the Spider. A little outside of our, that's a little beyond our pay grade, so we don't have to worry about it. We're also in a war for the Holy Roman Venetian Embargo War against Venice. We are losing that war. And let's see what happens. Right now. Yeah, our uncle would be our heir if our brother dies. We've got plenty of people in the family. I really do not like that because our father died before our brother was born, that our brother gets our mother's dynasty. It makes no sense to me. But there it is. Oh, and also the Children's Crusade started in the last episode. The Unmoving Sea. Magnus claimed that the tides of the Mediterranean Sea would split open at the arrival of his army, allowing his warriors to cross unscathed and march all the way to the Holy Land. Unfortunately, the Lord did not fulfill the promise made by the young Crusader, and now the large forces of peasants and children languish in Genoa, looking for a way to travel to Asia. Some of the less determined members of the Crusade have already lost their faith, but Magnus remains strong in his conviction, pursuing new, hopeless recruits every day. There's still time to return home. I'm feeling the Children's Crusade is going to fail. Need a new chancellor. We can make our uncle the chancellor, but we have another powerful vassal. It's not as good, and he doesn't like us. We'll put him, the powerful vassal, in there for now. Keep how this is going. Hopefully something good happens. Dear daughter, peace be with you. I have been appointed as your regent. Oh, our mother took over as regent. Okay. We've got quite a bit of troops now. We just can't really do much until we are an adult. My liege, the people of Thrace have progressed beyond our own technological level. Okay, we got that again. Let's see what we get. Wonderful. Military advances. We are going to advance our organization. Maybe we can get some retinues finally. But no, we still can't. That's okay, though. The unmoving sea. Magnus claimed that the tides of the Mediterranean Sea would split open at the arrival of his army, allowing his warriors to cross unscathed and march all the way to the Holy Land. Unfortunately, the Lord did not fulfill the promise made by the young Crusader, and now the large force of peasants and children languish in Genoa, looking for a way to travel to Asia. Some of the less determined members of the crusade have already lost their faith, but Magnus remains strong in his conviction, persuading new, hopeless recruits every day. They are still in time to return home. I don't think they're going to, though. It's like Magnus is up from Scotland, from the Norway control part of Scotland. Pope Eugenius III has died and been succeeded by Pope Stephanus X. Looks like we are winning our war against King Renaud of France, who is fat and excommunicated. They're both excommunicated. That's interesting. Okay. We've got quite a bit of money. I think the first thing we're going to do is we're going to repay our loan to the Jews. That gets rid of that the clergy will like us a little bit more. They won't, hate us by -10. A new realm. Kangan Zhao Zuli of Chach has decided to abandon nomadic life and settle down in Chach with his followers, making it a new homeland for the Kainat people. Interesting. Where's that at? Wow, that's way up there. Okay. It's not really our concern. Let's look at the world in general right now. Castile has a large part of Iberia. We also, as part of the Holy Roman Empire, have part of that as well. France is doing pretty good. England is pretty whole. Scotland is split in two by Norway. England has part of Ireland. Ireland is a mess. Norway has a bunch of Sweden. Sweden is barely holding on. We now control part of Denmark as the Holy Roman Emperor. Poland is pretty huge. Hungary's pretty huge. The Byzantine Empire is doing pretty well. Sicily is doing pretty well there. The Fatimids have taken over most of Arabia and the eastern part of Africa. The Seljuk have most of Persia. Alright. Religion-wise, Orthodox and Catholic are in the majority. Shiites have taken over a lot of land. Sunni is still there. Got a huge chunk of Tengri in here. Buddhist, Hindu, Jain. African still down there in Africa. Germanic is just barely holding on. Remuva is just barely well, they're actually pretty good. They're kind of self-contained right there. In Lithuania. The unmoving sea, Magnus claims this is the same thing as before. There's still time for them to return home. They won't. They'll end up getting sold into slavery, I have a feeling. That's what I believe happened with the original Children's Crusade. So angry at myself for getting into that battle we did not have to be in and dying. We also lost part of the true cross by doing that. crossed, we lost the succession. Pope Stephanus X has died and been succeeded by Pope Marinus III. Wow, popes just dying left and right here. We are engaged to Alaise de Bajorn. He is quick. Focusing on Dutch culture and Catholic learning. The same pop-up again about the Children's Crusade. They still have time to get home. I've been out fishing for hours. I still haven't caught a fish as big as that servant's child got yesterday. If I wait long enough, we'll get willful, pretty decent, ambitious, brave, or stubborn. We can go home. We might catch something. We might waste our time. We will gain wood. Well, we didn't catch a fish. We wasted our time. Just about to give up, but then it happened. I caught a fish, but it's not very big. Well, at least we tried. At least we tried. That's alright. I really wish our brother was of our dynasty. That's such a shame that he's not. But hey, you can't do much about it. Just kinda in this holding pattern once again, unfortunately. Same pop-up about the Children's Crusade. Oh, nope, it's not. Oh well. No, yes it is. Same pop-up. Looks like England has lost most of their land in France, just this small little county here. Perch. Alright. What's this? That's Burgundy is what we're part of. Germany, Frisia, France, Aquitaine. Okay. My liege, my mission to Roma has so far been a success. During my visit to the Count of Cardinal Leon of Anjou, I seem to have managed to make him understand what a benevolent and pious ruler you really are. And he sends his regards, your humble court chaplain, Bishop Ditwin of St. Urane. Alright. We can recruit a court physician. Sorry, our court physician died. You have sent messengers and scouts out in all directions to scour the realm for skilled physicians that would be willing to take up residence in your court. Word should reach you shortly if they manage to find a suitable candidate. Hopefully they will not bring back a quacksalver. I hope I do not have to wait long. What else? Oh, that's just the court physician. Okay. How do our vassals feel about us? This one really does not like us. Can we give him an honorary title? Make him the master of the hunt. And we can't sway him yet, because we're not an adult. Your messengers tell you of a mercenary band that just arrived in Basel. Along with them is a field surgeon, Walter, known for his ability to rapidly amputate limbs and save the lives of gravely wounded soldiers. Despite the reputation of mercenaries often being greedy, hiring him seems comparatively cheap. Let's see, he has a 15 learning, he's a legitimized bastard, he's brawny, renowned physician. Yeah, he'll serve us. 25 gold. That's all right. He's grievously scarred. We are playing outside today and several of the other children daring me to climb the tallest watchtower. I'm not afraid. We will get rowdy for doing this, which would be decent. But we could also get hurt. Oh, we got wounded. Okay. It's alright. That's alright. I rapidly climbed up the top of the tower, but when climbing down again, I slipped. The fall was very painful, but luckily I wasn't very high up. Ow! We got wounded. Which will, or did we? It didn't say we got wounded. Is that our brother that got... No. Okay, it said we got wounded, but we didn't. Don't know what happened there, but I am fine with it. The unmoving sea again. Okay. Children's Crusade is just stuck there. I think it's about to... it should fail eventually. Brother needs a, let's give him duty. Still wish that he was a von Habsburg and not a von Clarence, but what am I gonna do? Not much I can. Let's see if we can improve anything. We could build a sick house. Let's do that. That spent most of our gold. We're also gonna build a fort here. We're 9 years old now. We're getting there. And by the end of the episode, we will be an adult again. I know this isn't the most fun to watch a child, but it's not that much fun to play it either. We just got to get through it. And hopefully we can take over and become a duchess. Because if we declared war for independence, I mean, right now, we couldn't get it. But we actually have way more troops than him. Most of his troops come from us, which is kind of good. Let's see, anything we can do here? Not really. That'd be most of our money, so we're not going to do that. The conversion of Helsingland. The tribes of Helsingland have been converted to the Catholic faith. A group of priests sent by the King of France have performed a great ritual during which they converted the entire population of Helsingland, alongside King Ulf II and many of his vassals. With this act, the people of Helsingland have once and for all forsaken their old pagan gods. Where's that at? I believe that was pretty much the last part of Germanic. Let's see here. Oh, there's one place left that's Germanic. He is all by himself, Chief Voltuf the Bone Squeezer of Vasterbottom. Huh. I am pleased to hear that a period of peace and shrewd management, the county of Basel is doing well. People are happy and tax collectors are reporting record intakes. Basel prospers. That's good. Takes us up to flourishing. That's pretty nice. I'm glad we did build the hospital because, we 15% less disease. But with the hospital at level 2, we get +5. Yeah, still not completely there, but evens it out a little bit more. The unmoving sea again. Still time to return home. Wonder how many times that's going to pop up before it ends. Oh, Pope Marinus III has died and been succeeded by Pope Castilus II. Our liege is in a holy war for Sicily. It's like we're helping the King of Sicily defend. Castile is basically taken over all of Iberia, doing the Reconquista a couple centuries early. Huh. After supper, me and Gilbert were supposed to help do the dishes, but Gilbert hid the dirty dishes and wanted to go play instead. We're going to become bitter rivals with our brother, and we might get conscientious, which it would be great, because that either is diligent or temperate, both amazing traits. Gilbert ran away when I told on him. The others said I don't have to do all the work alone, but I was a good girl for telling them. I will do it myself. That's pretty awesome, although now our brother absolutely hates us. But that's okay. He's not a von Habsburg, so we don't really care about him. The coast of Archaea. Having finally managed to book a passage through the Mediterranean Sea in order to reach the Holy Land, the Children's Crusade has been forced to an unfortunate detour to Greece after their ships crashed on the coast of Archaea after a terrible storm. Reports from the army are scant, although there are rumors saying that many have started to doubt Magnus' leadership, and yet this unlikely horde of youths and peasants is still marching onwards towards Jerusalem. Perhaps the Lord does not wish them to reach the Holy Land. My liege, the people of Thrace have progressed beyond our own technological level. I have managed to study their advancements, and the documents enclosed here should help us reach their level. I hope you will find this to your satisfaction. Our mother. Let's see, what do we get? Got cultural advancements. We are going to up our majesty. Now, our stats are pretty dang good right now. Countess Frederica might be the one to lead the von Habsburgs into glory. That would be amazing. The children at Nicaea. Despite all adversaries and many attempts to undermine his divinely inspired leadership, Magnus has been able to march his army all the way to Nicaea. With the Holy and finally within reach, the Crusaders' resolve has been strengthened. Their leader is certain that the infidel will not dare to raise their arms against them once they realize their holy mandate, and instead will open the doors of Jerusalem at their arrival. How are they still going? He's 17 now. He was a 8-year-old when he started. As you ride through the empty corridors of your castle on your trusty wooden stick horse, you come across your regent, Gunhilda von Gerns, getting some fresh air on a balcony with her back turned against you. Charge! Our mother could die and get wounded and be mad as hell, or we're a good lass. We're a good lass. We'll take the piety. We don't want to hurt our mom. My liege, the people of Thrace have progressed beyond our technological level. I have managed to study their advancements. Okay, what are we getting this time? Looks like we got cultural advancements. Sweet. Now, we're going to go with a martial education. We're 12 now. Quick is really helping us out. We're much better than our brother who hates us. we are going to be crazy, and oh, man, he is so poor. We're gonna try to get a claim, although it's barely there. I'm gonna try to get a claim on the duchy. I like to play hard and talk straight. I have no time for nonsense. We become honest. Oh boy. Honest again. Not a fan of honest, but, you know, that's okay. And it's not the worst trait, but it does hurt our personal combat skill and our intrigue. And we can't really be all mischievous because we're honest. I try to play this as much. Managed to claim all. Let it go. We'll let it go because it's not the duchy. We want the duchy, not the county. We have a weak claim on the county of Baven, though. That's interesting. I didn't realize that. We could claim that. Well, we can't claim it because we are Chancellor. Make our uncle our Chancellor. Seems to like us a lot, you know. If we were independent, we could claim it. So if we became, not independent, if we were, like, the Duke of Transjurania, we could claim that and be a double Dutch Duke. Magnus of the Children's Crusade has declared the Second Catholic Crusade for Jerusalem on Caliphate. Oh, okay. The Lords of Transjurania have approved the institution of the slight tax-focused burgher obligations law. The angels in Antioch, after receiving a vision of the Archangel Gabriel, who helped him lead his army through the treacherous path leading to Outmere, the children of Magnus miraculously managed to reach Antioch before being spotted by the infidels. In spite of the boys' claim that the infidels would forsake the temple upon their very arrival without the need for a fight, the heathens occupying Jerusalem have begun mobilizing their army, ready and eager to slaughter the innocent souls marching against them in order to protect their ill-gotten land. The world will soon see whether Magnus was truly blessed by the Lord. These poor, foolish souls. He has a ridiculous army. If he doesn't win, I wonder if we could. We could. Yeah, we're gonna offer to join this. We're still too young to go ourselves, but man. We're a child ourselves. The amount of troops he has is just absolutely crazy. Our grandmother died. Oh my God, the Children's Crusade is just obliterating them. And it's over. Against the Children's Crusade, against all odds, the children of Christ have succeeded in their unlikely quest to reconquer Jerusalem. Hosts of archangels with shining armor and flaming swords have been reported to have descended upon the walls of the holy city during the final battle, smiting the infidels, turning the defenders' weapons into rust, and melting their eyes out. Magnus now rules over the kingdom of heaven, and few doubt that it was through divine intervention that he was put there. I guess I should have trusted him. I did trust him. I did trust him. We joined him. That's wow. That's ridiculous and crazy that he succeeded. And that's a really cool event. I've never seen it before. I thought it would fail. Need a new steward. Mayor Leopold will be good. He has a 17. Have him collecting taxes. King Magnus, the Angel of Jerusalem, revoked the bishopric of Blanchgard from Abu Hamid ibn Muhammad. Oh yeah, we don't need, he doesn't need to be special interest anymore. We're all right. We don't need to see that. And we're doing pretty dang well now. We just need to become an adult and crank out a kid. Thrake have progressed. Let's see what we get. Cultural advancements. We could do legalism. Let's do that. We'll just finish that out. 14 now. We're almost an adult. It's important to do things right, which includes not doing them too much. Self-control is the first step to greatness. We will get temperate, and we might get stressed. Temperate is good, +2 stewardship, +5 church opinion and the state and trade opinion. I was hoping that we get diligent from that, but that's alright. Temperate's still fine. And we did get stressed, unfortunately. The faithful prepare for war. A messenger approaches us with a letter from the Vatican, from the Vicar of Christ himself. He's asking us to prepare our men to fight against the heathens and infidels, to restore Christendom to the lost places of the world. The Pope wants to send our faithful Christian men against Finland. The region is held by a heathen high chief Jura of Karlia, and it is time to return to Christianity once more. Though the Pope wants to invade Finland, a pious Christian I should consider preparing my men. I hope we have time to join. We have to be 16, and I do not know if we're going to have time to join in time. It all depends. Oh, our mother has a lover. Our court physician, and we have another bastard son. Our brother. Because we are stressed, unfortunately, our domain is too large. Our other brother needs, we'll give him a diplomacy. We need a new commander. Walther, you can become a commander. We could just, you know what? We're gonna marry our mom to her lover. We'll make her happy. Oh, she will not. Oh, he can marry her matrilineally. Got a special tithe in Basil. A saint in heaven. Blessed Godfrey was a true example of the Christian faith, living a pious... Oh, wow. I'm surprised because Godfrey was excommunicated at one point. True inspiration to us all. We're now 15. Oh yeah, we'll have time to join. That's good. August 1st. It's April, so yep, we will be turning 16 very soon. Our grandmother died. We have turned 16. The Regency has ended. We are a brilliant strategist. That is nice. We've become stubborn. We're going to join the Crusades. We are going to take a war focus. We are going to try to groom an heir. Our beneficiary will be... our kinswoman... Go with Dietmar. He is the son of our great uncle, who we took over the land with before our father died. And with that, we're gonna end the episode because I think we ran over a little bit, but that's alright. I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed yourself, please like and subscribe as it helps the channel grow.